Hello friends, to start the video off, we're going to unbox my MUT-III SE VCI tool from AliExpress. So we have the device itself, then we have this serial to OBD2 cable, then we have a USB type A to type B cable, and these are the plastic plugs for the covers for the ports that we're going to see later. Also have a MUT-III sticker and this other rare random sticker. At the device itself, see the space right here. This is where this MUT-III sticker would go. Yeah, there's these 4 indicator LEDs. Top, we have a serial port for OBD2. I have this DC barrel jack I've never used. This void space right here, kind of in the size of a USB 2.0 port. The flip side, we have USB type B port, which we're not going to be using today as we're using this over Wi-Fi, and another void hole, likely maybe for Ethernet. This same housing is used for a bunch of different VCI tools. So now, we'll start off by plugging in our OBD2 cable. This way. Now we'll take the OBD2 end and the OBD2 port on this vehicle. Right by below the fuse box. Right there. Our cable is this way. Plugs right in. Now when plugging it in, don't move it side to side, as you may dislodge the connector and push it into the housing. You have to kind of fish for it from the fuse panel cover. So now, device is off. Make sure it's plugged in. Yes, we have life. Remember, it's recommended to plug in while the vehicle is off. I'll start the vehicle. Now that the car is on, we'll switch to using the computer. Now that we're back to the computer, I'm going to start off by going to the Wi-Fi network. So I'm going to connect to Upstar, connect. Then we're going to open the VCI-III Wi-Fi manager. And see, it says connected, no internet, which is what we'd expect. Maybe it takes a few seconds. Do 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 do. There we go. Now I just right click. Auto use all on the sub's already on, so that's fine. We'll open up the MUT-III SE software. I'm going to go STV. BCA light, yes. Do 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 do. Now we're gonna scroll down to CVT, the check mark. Traction control and traction control off lights and the ABS light have turned on the dashboard. Now we're going to go special function, CVT oil degradation level. You can see my current degradation level. Selected command, this is the only option. Clear CVT oil degradation level. Let's go check mark. CVT oil degradation level will be cleared. Are you sure? Sure. I executing, executed. Okay, yeah, the value is now 0. That was it, yeah, thank you. We can go back into CVT oil degradation level. Yeah, the value is still 0. Go back. ECU information is nothing interesting. Sensor calibration for anyone curious. G sensor, longitudinal gradient, calibration status. The only command option is calibration, which I'm not going to do. Too scared. Electric oil pump air bleeding. This vehicle doesn't have auto stop and go in the North American market, so I don't actually have the electric oil pump. And there's this reset button. Second reset. CV initial and learned value. I don't actually know what the current state of these values is, so it's kind of funny to think I'd reset it, but I'm not going to try this. Mission gas mode. I believe this just increases the idle for when you have an emissions testing machine hooked up. But there's no emission testing on Ontario, so I don't need to worry about this. For anyone curious, we'll just flip through some of these. So DTCs, I believe I don't have any. Yeah, no found. Data list. It's a lot of data points. The engine's on right now. So this is the engine RPM. For reference, I'll rev the car. Yeah. CVT oil temperature, very coveted value in a lot of forms. I believe this would be the torque converter RPM 768. Let me rev the engine for fun. Yeah. Brake fluid pressure, let me apply the brakes. I guess that's being sent from the ABS module. Interesting. Auxiliary gearbox, target change, gear ratio. Auxiliary gearbox is because this transmission is 2 transmissions in series. There's a traditional belt-driven CVT. There's also an auxiliary 2-speed, which makes it like a wide range or ultra wide range CVT without having to have a much larger pulley and belt setup. This is from the literal physical shifter. It's funny that there's a DS, but there's no DS option on this car. It's a 2015. The idle switch signal might be because this car has idle neutral control. Brake switch, yeah, it's tied to the brake pedal. There are no paddle shifters in this car. Oil pressure switch, this might be the switch for the engine oil, I'm not sure. And idle neutral control being subordinate makes sense. Moving on. This drive recorder, which is not supported. This aftermarket Chinese MUT-III. Special function already looked at. And data readout. Just a bunch of values which are impossible to interpret. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you decide to leave a comment down below, it's very likely I will read and respond to it, so I appreciate you if you do.